What is up, guys? I got another little recap coming to you. This one from a little farm war, and not really our best war, to be perfectly honest. We kind of, I don't want to say we took the war off, but I mean, it wasn't a good war. We kind of took the war off, to be perfectly honest. When we started it, we were up like 65-0 at one point because like the war started when they were asleep in Italy. This clan, so kind of strange there. And then after that, we just we didn't really plan or anything like that. And one thing I learned, and I had my suspicions about maybe, is that GoVaHo is the laziest of plans. And what I mean by that is you just kind of pick a corner to start from and go for it. If you can get a queen walk. If you don't get a queen walk, you just do the GoVaHo from a side. You know, like, there was a ton of GoVaHo attacks on this, and we didn't clear the 9s and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, hopefully we'll have a better war coming up, but not a huge deal. It wasn't a problem. Didn't affect the war, but still kind of annoying to see. I'll show them also. They cleared a lot of our 9s, but you know, not a lot of the lower ones. Actually, sort of similar to us, where we just kind of ignored the lower ones and got our best attacks up high. And then they didn't have any town hall 10 triples, but they did 2-star everything. But I will go ahead and start our recap on my attack. I had a fresh 6-star. Actually, no, it's ugly. It's not even worth it. There's nothing you'll get from it. There's enough GoVaHos to be seen. So I'll start with Draven's. So Draven goes in here, and he's going to do a little GoVaHoLo, basically. So really, he has the loons, and he's just going to get the lure with it, or he's helping make his funnel right here. That's what he's doing. But a lot of loons brought, and it ends up working out for him. His hogs do quite a bit of work too, for there only being 10 of them. I think he has hogs. Nope, he has Valks and CC. Ignore me, but so he makes the funnel right there, just basically using the loons to take out those side defenses and, you know, help make the funnel. And with some wizards, they're going to go inside there under rage, be able to get to those inferno towers really quickly. He does have to pop that heal early after hitting that giant bomb, or actually 2 giant bombs. And so he probably loses some Valks in there that were being hit by the inferno, obviously. But as you can see, they are going to get on a wall where they're still under heal, so they're going to get pretty well healed back up through this core. And they didn't really path exactly like he wanted to. I think he wanted them to go up north, but it is going to work out. This little accidental queen walk is doing good things for him here. Valk's a double giant bomb right there, which isn't great. But as you can see, the loons are still pathing through nicely. The Valks are going to stay alive pretty well because they only have the Lava Hound on them. And he's just going to use these hogs just sort of surgically to get inside and be able to take out the last defenses. Having his heroes up at this point and having those Valks coming back around with one more wizard in the pocket is really going to help him to take out this last defense, as he is going to get the triple. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it did get the job done. Very nice attack to Draven. Next we're going to come down to Red. Red was also an ugly one, but I won't hate on his as much because it's not mine. But I don't really know what his plan was here. I want to say he mistapped. So he kind of like starts making a funnel with the Valks sort of thing. And I think that he meant to drop his queen or something. I don't really know, but I'll show you what I mean when he drops them. But he drops these Valks here just to either make the funnel or whatever. But those Valks obviously weren't needed, so I think he meant to drop the queen there. But as you can see, those Valks over on the other side are working around nicely. But look, the healers are distracted. So that's really hurting him, and they're funneling his queen inside. So I don't really think that's what he wanted. He is just sort of doing super Valk right here. Queen is going to get pulled inside due to the magnetization of the king there. She is going to go in, and she's going to do good work in the middle, but it's not the best thing. As you can see, the hogs are working around nicely. Inferno towers went down really easily, and you know it is going to work out for him. But having this Tesla farm could have been bad. Having the queen get locked on the Lava Hound could have been bad. And I mean, really, that was a terrible time for it to pop because there's 4 or 5 over there on the hogs. But it is going to work out as the Valks are still alive over here on the west side, and the hogs are still just alive enough up there in the north. As the heroes are going to work back around. I guess King is already dead, but does have queen ability here. And she's going to be able to get through any walls. And look, this big pack of Valks just being healed up by the healers here. So, I mean, like I've said a lot, better to be lucky than good. And the healers are going to help out a lot on here. Plus, he gets that split right there, getting his queen healed back up through this giant bomb. She is going to have those last 2 point defenses to go through, but her pathing there means she only gets hit by 1 at a time. And as you can see, she does pop her ability, and she's going to be able to step up and take out all the remaining defenses there. Once again, not the prettiest attack, but still, got the job done. Very nice attack to Red Cloud. Next attack, we're gonna skip GS Warrior Mikes and just go down to MrTea's because there's only so many GoVaHos you can show on one recap, right? And MrTeaa just going to do a non-queen walk GoVaHo here. And going to be pretty simple. Just going to start up there in the north, bring a couple giants to help out as well. He is going to wall breaker in. Kind of, I don't know if he meant to do it right there, but it is going to work out for him, as you can see, where they're going to path in really nicely. Everything's going to be able to be reached from the core right here, as you can see, and then he's just going to have some sprinkle hogs come in, and then his mass pack of hogs start working its way around. I guess he didn't put sprinkle hogs in that Tesla, but maybe he should have. But as you can see, these hogs are moving in really nicely around. Has decent tanking and does have 2 heals for them. Is going to drop that heal, go and drop it down to cover that potential giant bomb spot by the wizard tower, and have the other hogs coming in backside, which are late, pretty late in my opinion, but it does work out because these hogs do have good tanking here from the Valks and the King, as they're going to pass through this southern section of the base, and does have 1 more heal that he'll be able to get the hogs and the Valks in. Well, actually doesn't use it, does go ahead and swag it. Hey, why not? If it's going to work out, just go and swag that heal. And those hogs do get a nice split right there for cleanup, as they're going to work their way around. King is going over to the east side, nothing there to shoot the lava hound to pop it. And the hogs are going to be able to do a good bit of cleanup here. It does have this gold storage up north, but as you can see, so many hogs alive and everything working its way back around, it's not going to matter, as they're going to be able to take that down with time still left on the clock. So very nice attack there to MrTeaa. And this was fresh also, by the way, so very, very impressive stuff. Next attack, we're going to come down to 15. MrTeaa also got a 6-star war, by the way. To see Brad doing a patented HGH. He does only have 1 Valk this time. He did opt to bring another couple of hogs instead of bringing another Valk. And as you can see, just same thing, gets a nice wide funnel made, poisons the queen, and just lets the giants bust through the wall. Once they're through, he's going to drop down his single Valk and let the king do the work as well. Actually, I guess he's just going to use a tank. Nope, he sends it in. Never mind. Just very late. Does drop that jump over to get to the core. Doesn't have too much of a worry there from the CC. The poison wasn't great. It should have been more out front, I think, to cover the witch. But it does work out, as everything can be reached from that compartment right there. Hogs are all coming in over there from the north side. Probably should get some sprinkle hogs up there on the southwest, but he is currently not doing that. But the hogs are working around nicely. And as you can see, once they're through that cannon, there isn't much else for them to see for a while, so he can just take advantage of all that tanking that he's going to get on that main pack. And at this point, he's just being very patient. He's just going to do similar to what he always does, where he is just waiting for his tanking to get down to the west. He does, I take that back, he does actually go and send in all his hogs over there on the west side, as his giants and his king and his queen are trying to get down to the south as well. Does make tiny bacon right there, which is a bit unfortunate, but does have enough hogs still up, and still has some more hogs in the pocket to be able to push through. And as you can see, very little DPS down there on that south side. So as you see, they're going to pass through. Plenty of cleanup up there on the north side. King's still alive. Queen still has her ability, and they're going to come through to be able to take out these last defenses with just some good cleanup to still be done in the middle, but does have enough troops up to do it. So very nice attack here to bradpiff. A very nice fresh attack. He had a fresh 6-star war as well, so very nice war to Brad. Bust through, get that platform. There you go. Good job. Our next attack. Let's see. We have gonna go down to 21, where we have Holy Stogie, and Holy Stogie gonna do a little queen walk GoVaHo, and he's just gonna take advantage of the funnel that he can be made with his queen, right? So if she gets in that compartment right there in the northeast, she's gonna be cutting off a large portion of the base, and then he's just gonna send the Valks through the core, and then send the hogs down there from the southwest to sort of help it out, right? So the queen is gonna go around. She's gonna step into that little concave compartment right there, and once she's in that compartment, she can reach a lot of the base. Hog is going to go down just to get the lure. Does send the golem in, which is a little bit early in my opinion. I don't know if he necessarily meant to, but you know, he does go and start making his funnel. Once everything's going in, Valk's going in, just kind of ignores that dragon. It would have been nice to get that on the funnel, but it does work out for him because he does have some wizards going in as well, and they're going to step up and take out the dragon, and then all the Valks are going to continue through the core. At this point, he's just going to send in some hogs that are going to cover the back end up there, and once that's taken out, he's just going to send the rest of his hogs down here from the southeast, as they're going to pass through. Does have a heal to cover all these clumped up defenses right here to get all his hogs in, but just decides to go and swag it. Why not? Why not swag the heal? So very nice attack there to Holy Stogie. Does have plenty of cleanup with the hog still being alive. Does have the king and a couple wizards that are working their way around. And he could always heal some of these buildings to help take them out as well. So Queen's gonna come around. Nice slow cleanup. Oh, he does heal. Good. I'm glad he healed up his hogs there and his queen for farming. So, very nice attack there to Holy Stogie. Our next attack, we're going to come down to 29, where we have Kastro doing a PentaLaLoon. So, as you can see here, he's just going to zapquake the queen. And one reason that he does this is because he doesn't have a king, right? So his kill squad isn't going to get as much value. His zaps were a little bit late, but it's kind of okay. He's not necessarily relying on them to kill the queen. He is going to still have the pups. He doesn't have rage for the pups to be, under rage as they're trying to get the queen kill. But as you can see, it is going to work out just fine for him here, where, I say that. It does actually take quite a while, especially with that skelly trap popping, that air skelly trap that's going to distract the pups. But as you can see, he does get one pup on her finally, as the loons are going to work their way around. And then he's going to send in another pack. Does have this Tesla pop right here, which isn't ideal, especially with the sweeper being there. So he actually is just going to go and basically come from the other side and let them in down here in the southwest, and just use his queen right here to kind of help out a little bit. She's going to step up. As you can see, this Expo almost did give him a little bit of trouble right here. But on the last drop of that loon, it does actually take it out. And so at this point, it's just basically the Tesla and the Wizard Tower down there. And he is going to have just enough to be able to get through there and get it taken out. So kind of close on that. Especially that loon was one sliver of health. There was one sliver over there on the Expo, so it could have gone either way. Does work out though. It does have just enough pups still alive with the queen as well to be able to get through the rest of this base. But still, a kingless attack, so that's impressive. So very nice attack there to Kastro though. For our next and final attack, I'm going to come down to 33, where we have Gabris doing a Shattered LaLoon. And I don't know why we don't see more of this. I guess because GoVaHo is just what everybody's doing right now. But I mean, on these old meta style bases, look where his golems are going in. He has low level heroes, but he's going to be able to get in, take 2 air defenses, a sweeper, and the queen out. So why would more people not do this, right? That's my question, but I think just GoVaHo is a little bit more of a lazy attack, and that's just maybe my opinion, but whatever. He does get that. He does have a somewhat poisonable CC. Queen is going to be able to step out and help take those out as well. Does miss actually Queen gets in the rage to help take out the CC. Enemy Queen is going to go down to his king, as the Queen can basically reach everything and does have that jump down as well. So as you can see, a good bit of the base has been taken out, and once that is done, and he's feeling comfortable, has some good tanking, going to send in his flight over there, and as you can see, does have good tanking also from that golem as well. So that's very nice to be able to tank all those archer towers and have everything else tanked on your lava hounds. Everything is working around over there. It does drop that rage to cover that Tesla. Tesla goes down, does have the Expo still up, but it is going to work out as the loons path over to it just nicely, and then they're all going to sort of clump up at the end. Actually, they don't have to clump together in the south. They're able to keep a good spread, actually, and be able to take out the rest of this base really easily. Has tons of pups still alive, as as everything is working through very nicely here to get the rest of this base taken out. So very nice attack there to Gabris. And of course the loons chase the king, but luckily he has some pups up. That's the most annoying thing. I hate that. Almost corner builder hut OP, but does work out for him. So looking at the stats, as you can see, it really just came down to they got more 2 stars and we got more 3 stars. So worked out for us. Was closer than probably should have been. But didn't matter in the end. They just potentially, if they had cleared their 9s and been better, they could have potentially beaten us. So that I was wondering, the Meet Again Mexico, we just matched a clan that we matched like 100 days ago or something. So we left him a little message. Did have a couple 6-star wars coming from Coolopotamus, coming from MrTeaa, coming from Jimbo, Sepulture, bradpiff getting that fresh 6-pack. And Kastro getting that. I thought it was fresh, but he got a 6-pack. Gabris getting that fresh 6-pack as well. So really cool stuff. And good to see some people had a good war, even though some took the war off. And good war all around. Hopefully we'll have more good content coming your way. I do also have a good video coming out, so make sure if you're not subscribed to subscribe and check that out when it drops, probably today or tomorrow. But anyway, thanks to I Briganti for the war. Thank you to you all for watching the video, and thanks to my clan, as always, for the great content. Peace!